Welcome back, guys, and that 11% of gals that watch my channel. I appreciate you. Today we're back at Wild Bill's woodyard. He's behind the camera. He will be making appearances here shortly.
Hey, you guys.
We got the 572. We got other saws we're gonna feature in this video as well. But just got a big old knotty pine here, and we're just gonna noodle it and see how the 572 does noodling, and we might even get our 562 and really put it under stress and see how it does.
Don't forget your safety gear, you guys.
That was pretty impressive, to be honest.
Got a good little knot in there too.
Yeah, that thing just ate that for breakfast. So let me throw the 562 on here and let's just compare it real quick since we're running. Woo! That 572 rips.
That's a good saw. That is
a good saw.
And what bar lengths do you think you can run on that?
It's got 24 on it right now. 28 would be fine, no problem at all. You could run a 32 if you wanted to, but
I think 28 would be about right.
Would be better, yeah. The chain speed on it is just nuts on this new saw. Come on, baby. 562. That is also a sweet saw.
Yeah, they're ripped.
Professional homeowner saw right here. If you want a saw that will do a little bit of everything for your own firewood use, this 570 or 562 is good. But we got some other saws. We're gonna run them all. Wild Bill's gonna be running some. We're gonna do some cookie cutting. Stick around. All right, YouTubers, how's everybody out there doing today? Welcome to Wild Bill's Outdoors. Today we're going to be running a series of husky saws with my nephew Kevin behind the camera. He also posts lots of videos on the YouTube channel and pages, so make sure you guys check him out. Chainsaw Wars and stuff like that. So we're going to be running 455 Rancher, 572, and also his little new one, the 562 XPs. Running them on some bull pine, which is still wet in the center. That makes it a little bit hard to cut, but we've got a new chain on this one. It's going to be about 95 degrees in the end of April here in California, so let's fire this thing up and see what it'll do on this wood. Alright, YouTubers, next one up is going to be the 562 XP. This is a new saw, hasn't even had a tank of gas through it. But if it's a good saw, we're going to rip this bad boy. So let's give this one a shot and see what it'll do. As you can see, horsepower does matter.
That's right.
It's a little bit bigger saw than the 455, and it
it goes through this wet bull pine pretty good, but we're saving the best for when we get closer to this big ugly knot right here.
And we got these modern saws, the XP, the new series these guys have, the 5 series. The speed at the chain that these are going at compared to the older ranchers especially it might only be 7 or 8 cc's, but all the other dynamics with the carburetor and
the RPMs just rev super high.
Right, the speed of the chain makes a huge difference. So it'll be interesting to see between the 562 and the 572, you know, being the same series but 10 cc's, if it's drastically different or not. So here we go. Go for it.
All right, YouTubers, back again. We're gonna try this one. This is the 572 XP. Got nephew Kev, Chainsaw Wars producer, there behind the camera. We're getting closer to this knot right here, so the wood's gonna start getting a little bit harder. So we're gonna find out what this bad boy will do.
All right, guys, we got the 572. We got this pine with just knot after knot after knot after knot, and we're gonna see if we can take the 572 and cut right through that and see how it does, putting it under a little bit of a load.
That's gonna be a pretty good challenge for this saw. So
I don't know, that saw's a beast.
Those pine knots, man, they surprise you. They're pretty hard.
Yeah, this saw's a beast, though. I'll be impressed with it, I bet.
All right, here we go. You can see where them knots are, and that is serious hardwood. That's just as tough as hard dry oak.
Yeah, so like I said, we're just playing around here today, guys. We got all Husqvarnas today, and just thought it'd be a good day to be out in the wood yard messing around and featuring the new series, which I've been more than impressed with. They're kind of pricey, but they're pretty darn good saws. So far, the only drawback I found, let me see that saw, is the dogs. They come with these little wimpy, just one dog, not even a set. Husqvarna needs to fix that, but that's been my only complaint so far.
This way.
We got almond wood here. Talked about it before in my other videos for you guys. This is some almond trees. These are the stumps. You can see they're not very big, and then the branches branch off from the top. So you end up with a lot of smaller stuff, and you got a little bit of decent sized stuff, but it's great firewood. It's the best firewood you never heard of.
Good cooking wood too.
Great for barbecues, for cooking. So we got a couple piles of it here. We're just messing around. See if we can't get some of these stumps bucked up, ready to split.
They're hard and they're dry, baby.
We got our mascot in the background there, Bob.
Oh, sleepyhead Bob.
He's not cooperating today. I told him if he wanted to be on YouTube. He just turned around and showed us his ass. So.
You don't want no camera time.
No camera time. So we're gonna get this all set up, and then we'll get the saws out and again have some a little bit more. We were cutting the pine, but now we're figuring we might as well cut some of the good stuff. So here we go. Action.
562. Gonna cut the almond wood. We're gonna make a couple dinner plates, and then we're gonna do a nice cut. Uh-oh.
It's been sitting for a minute. Check the fuel.
Check the fuel.
Okay, YouTubers, welcome back. Kev had to put a little fuel in that bad boy.
like that saw.
Cut through it like butter.
Really like that.
You can
saw.
see some early stages in one spot of that starting to rot right there.
Yep, right there.
Yeah, right there is the early
Little
stage
bit
of
of
rot right here. So the rest of it's good hardwood though. It'll burn.
If you guys need some dinner plates, you know, send me an email. We'll offer them up.
That's a Lewis and Clark dinner plate. Go for it. I'm already rolling. Just go for it.
go,
Yeah. That's the 455 Rancher. Probably a more common size for your decent firewood. Yeah, great little homeowner saw for the price. I would argue the Echo 590's probably a better saw for the price, but you can't go wrong with the old Huskies either.
I would agree. And this wood is a lot harder by growth than that pine, but that pine is so full of pitch and water that it's actually a little bit tougher to cut than this hardwood. This hardwood's, if you got a sharp chain, this stuff's really nice to cut.
Yeah, and you can see I've talked about it before, the interior colors of almond wood would make a great slab wood if you ever got one big enough to make slabs out of. So.
You can cut the ear off of this one too here, Kev. So 455 is an excellent orchard cutting saw if you're doing orchards. It's not too heavy, you can maneuver it, and it's just something that you can run all day long versus a big saw. Use them big ones for stumping them out, but for the trunks and the limbs, 455, 435s, I love them. They're good.
Well, in conclusion, guys, that's a good way to kill some time on a Saturday afternoon.
Getting hot.
Yes, it is. Nothing wrong with killing a little time in the wood yard, having some fun. It's a good day for us. Hope you enjoyed it. If you got any questions or comments, leave them down below. I love answering them and seeing everybody's feedback. So we got Wild Bill out. Catch you on the next one.
Guys, be careful.